to our thread pull series. We are working with Retriever Retreat today. The SKU number is 53918. It is a 12 by 10 piece and it's $146.25. The pull we have chosen today is a number 7, and a number 7 is where the thread does the work for the stitcher. So we are going to be using some exotic threads to let this piece pop. For the background, we're going to be using varied colors of rivered silk, and that is because I like the fact that it is variegated and it gives me a nice tree look. For the backs of the chairs, we are going to use 2 Gloriana pieces. One's a little darker than the other, and that gives us the contrast. For the dogs, we're using velvet. Velvet is something that is underrated. It gives the piece pop, and it lets it express the fact that it's a furry animal. We have the silver snow. I like this because this thread is easy to work with and it gives us a metallic look. For the pool, we are using Stardust by Silk and Ivory, and it's got a little bit of a shimmer. For the contrast, we're going to use a regular Silk and Ivory, and that'll go in there. For our pool background, I'm using a watercolors. It's variegated slightly, and it gives me that nice concrete look. For the patio, we're using again Silk and Ivory and under the purple area, and the white area here is Planet Earth linen. This piece will make quite a statement just by the threads we use. Thank you.
Hi, this is Janet from Rittenhouse Needlepoint, and today we are pulling a Helen France canvas for a stitcher who only wants to do basket weave but who wants interesting threads. So let's start from the top. For the sky, I chose rainbow linen in R443 just because it's a nice flat background and I didn't want anything to detract from the center of attention, which are the dogs. For the trees in the background, I chose Burr Milano, and a lot of people don't like using it. It's an old thread, an old-fashioned thread, and it's a mix of polyester and wool, I believe. But I like it for the interesting variation in color, and it gives again a soft, fluffy background, and if you want you can even brush it slightly. So that's what I chose. Now for the tables and the chairs, I chose neon rays because it looks like painted furniture, and I thought that gave an interesting contrast. For the patio underneath the dog's furniture, I chose impressions in white and a very soft mauve, and I actually went slightly lighter for the mauve because I don't want it to detract from the dogs. Then for the sand part, I chose another 2 variegated threads by Wildflowers, which I love because you can do basket weave or tent and it doesn't leave it too stripy. It comes out mottled and different. So I chose those 2 threads. And then for the sea, which is sparkly, I chose Petite Frosty Rays in 189 and 388, and just follow the color. For the dogs, for the dog on the right, I chose Fuzzy Stuff for the main dog in these 4 colors. For his tongue, again I wanted to do neon rays, and we'll use some black velvet around his lips. And for his sunglasses, I thought we would choose these Petite Frosty Ray colors, and for the towel I chose these Persian colors. For the other dog, again keeping with the theme, I chose the fuzzy stuff in these colours. And for his muzzle, I wanted to use Very Velvet again. You can also do his eyes in the Very Velvet. For his champagne glass or his pina colada or whatever it is, Mai Tai, I pulled these Frosty Ray colours, the white and the two pinks. And you'll notice that all of my pinks work together. So I've chosen all these pinks that will work together in the canvas. And then for his towel again, I chose Persian. When I'm pulling threads for a canvas, I like to pull each element in the same thread. So for example, I'll do all of the dogs in fuzzy stuff. I'll do all of the towels in Persian. I'll do all of the sand and shadows in the wildflowers. I don't like to mix my type of thread in the individual element because I think it makes it look messy, and keeping the thread the same for each element gives you a nice flow. And that's my take on this canvas. Thank you.